Hello, 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 my lovely clients. You are seeing my face, so you know what time of year it is. It is time for our quarterly client check in. Yay! Okay, so it is time for our quarter two check in. I cannot believe how fast 2025 is literally flying by, but it's already that time of year again for us to come together, talk about our financial goals, talk about our financial strategy, and just make sure that we are on track for success. So, I have three big topics that I want to address in all of our check ins for this quarter. And I'm going to go over those three main topics right now so that you can already know what we're going to discuss in the meeting. And I'm also going to send this along with a booking link. And I'm looking forward to seeing you pop up on my calendar very soon. So let's start by our first topic is surprise, 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 surprise. We are halfway through 2025. Literally 26 weeks have passed. We have 26 weeks in front of us until the end of 2025. So I want to check in, take time, look at our financial goals. What are the things that we said we wanted to do at the beginning of the year? How far off are we from that goal? Do we need to make adjustments? Have we already surpassed the goal, right? I'm speaking over you, best case scenario. Maybe the goal has already been achieved and it's time for us to set a new goal. Or if we are not on pace, then how can we make sure that we are setting a different strategy to get on track to achieve that goal by the end of the year? So I'm super excited for us to discuss. Maybe it's one goal that you might have in particular. Maybe it just looks like you having a certain amount in your savings account by the end of 2025. So, if that is your strategy, I would say over these next 26 weeks, pick a dollar amount that works for you. If you choose $100 a week for the next 26 weeks, you'll have $2,600 by the end of 2025. You might say, okay, 100 a week, that's too much. That's too much. Okay, well, what about $50 a week? $50 a week, 26 weeks, that's $1,300. You over 1,000. Statistically, more than half of America cannot get their hands on $1,000. You would be above that goal. Okay, maybe you still looking at it, say $50. No, still, Jasmine, that's too much. $50 is too much. Okay, $25 a week. If you put away $25 a week for the next 26 weeks, by the end of the year, you will have $650 accumulated in a savings account. You still have over $500. Some people can't get their hands on $500, let alone $1,000, right? So whatever the goal is, I want you to choose a certain amount. I want you to start systematically putting it away. Whether you automate it, put it in a high yield savings account, work with me, we can put it in a money market account. Whatever your strategy is, I just want to see you save money. I want to see you hit your goals. So let's talk about that. Okay, here is topic number two. Topic number two is all about the current economic climate that we are in and just bracing ourselves for what is to come for the rest of this year. So you guys know, as your money coach, I do my due diligence and actually, or maybe you don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now, I actually do research. Okay, I keep up with financial news. I study financial industries, financial topics, right? Follow financial industry leaders, people who are speaking about what is going on, not just with people's pockets in their bank accounts, but global economics, right? So after studying that and just trying to get a feel for what economists are anticipating to be the results from Q2 and what we can expect going into Q3, this is a lot of what I found. Tariffs, inflation, and global political crisis is definitely going to be affecting cost of living. So I want to give you that information, not to scare you, but to help you brace yourself. A lot of people have already been complaining about cost of living, the cost of groceries, the cost of gas, how everything is on the rise. If you are already feeling that burden, if you are already feeling that impact, know that throughout the rest of 2025, that impact is going to become more heavy. It's going to go up. Okay? It's going to get worse before it gets better, right? Especially now with, and I don't want this to become political, but now with everything that's going on in the Middle East, there's a lot of talks of different war possibilities, right? Some people may hear that and think, well, everything going crazy, I don't need to be saving or investing money because we about to go to war. We about to do something crazy. No. I don't want you to have that mindset. I want you to have the mindset of, I'm going to control what I can control, which is myself, my bank account, and how I operate with my finances. And I'm just going to make sure that I am putting away more money so that I can brace myself for whatever it is to come. Whether that be eggs being $13, gas being $5, $6, whatever that looks like, I want you to make sure that your pockets are going to be right no matter what is going on in the world, right? So I just wanted to give you that we have not been hit quite yet. Okay? A lot of people already been complaining about the tariffs and the taxes and the inflation. We haven't even really been hit yet. Yep. So I'm going to need you to make sure that you're saving more in your emergency savings, your short-term savings, your long-term savings, your retirement savings. If you have kids, save it for your kids, different investment accounts for your children. I need you to focus on paying down debt, okay? This is not the time to do the buy now, pay later. Nope. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it, okay? I need you to be saving more. Also, I want you to keep in mind that job insecurity is growing. So what that means is it's becoming increasingly hard for people to find another job, right? You put in the application, it's taking months, sometimes weeks and months to find the next job. So if job insecurity is on the rise, cost of living is also on the rise, I want you to brace yourself by saying, I need to save more money. I need to have a plan. I need to make sure that I'm going to be all right, right? And we could do that together. The last thing I'm going to leave you with on this topic is that in this current economic climate, and I don't necessarily agree with this. This is not how I think things should go. But unfortunately, I'm not the one running our current economic system. But the truth of the matter is, the rich right now are getting richer. The poor are getting poorer. So you have the choice of which side of that equation you want to be on. But you can't just stay stagnant. You can't just stay with the status quo. It's not gonna work out, right? So you have to decide how you're going to move with that information. And the best part is you have me to help you decide which direction you want to move in. So let's talk about it. Okay, so let's talk about topic number 3. Now, as I just mentioned, I don't want to scare anybody. I'm not foreseeing anything, but the truth of the matter is we are living in very unprecedented times, right? I mean, there is such a climate of uncertainty. There is people who are going to work and not coming home because they're facing a whole range of different obstacles that some our own government is setting up, some is just wrong place, wrong time, right? So all of that to say is we can't control what happens to us. All we can control is having a plan to make sure that we'll be okay if anything should happen, right? So this is a time more than ever to make sure that you and your loved ones are properly protected with the right things that you need, right? Making sure that you have life insurance, that it is up to date, that your banking information is right. Sometimes we have different life changes. We, get with different partners. We have different things that happen, right? Maybe you need to update your beneficiary situation, but making sure that not only you have life insurance, the other people around you in your household, the people who you depend on, the people who are helping you raise your kids, the people who are helping you pay the bills every month in your house. If that person no longer was there, that would put a very challenging situation in your life, right? So if that person is required for your day-to-day living, it is imperative that you make sure that person has life insurance. It's just so much that can happen these days, right? But they've been putting it off because they keep telling themselves, oh, I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't have this. I don't have that. send them to me. Allow me to make sure that they are going to be good if anything should happen to them, and that your family will be properly protected. So just wanted to run those numbers really quick in case you might know anybody. And as you guys know, I have the referral bonus that can help you to earn every time you refer me a client and they get started with a policy that they need. So take advantage of that. Also, in addition to life insurance, I offer legal protection. So you may not know this already, but part of the services that I offer is also legal protection. And I just want to run through really quick some of the reasons why you might need legal protection, because especially in these unprecedented times that we're in, you never know when you may need a lawyer, and you don't want to wait until you need a lawyer to get a lawyer, because it's more expensive that way. Here are some things you should know about our legal protection plan that, again, I am licensed to offer. First thing you should know is that there is 24/7 emergency assistance. If you're ever arrested or detained, injured in a car accident, served with a criminal warrant, or the state attempts to take your children, this is a reason why you can call them and get immediate results and action rather than having to wait. They can help you with family matters such as adoption or uncontested separation. Right? That is like a really huge thing, as I mentioned, in these unprecedented times. Also, even small things like document preparation, such as preparing a will, a trust, which is becoming very popular, as well as power of attorney, even minor things like traffic accidents, right, or traffic violations. They can go to court on your behalf. They will cover even things like facing an IRS audit or an IRS violation. They can handle that for you. So these are just some of the things that this resource can offer you and take care of for you. And again, we don't want to incite these things or welcome these things into our life, but it's better to have and not need than to need and not have, right? To me, that's very important, and I want to make sure all my clients have that same rest assured peace of mind feeling as well. This is something that can be less than $50 a month for a bill to cover you and multiple people in your family, so why not have it? So that's it, guys. That's the top 3 topics for this quarter's check-in. I'm very excited to meet with you. If you want to invite other people into your meeting, your partner, your adult children, the other people who are in your circle, in your friend group who you also know need a money coach, this is open invitation. I would love for you to bring them. I would love to meet them. But most importantly, I'm just looking forward to the opportunity to check in with you, see how things are going, hear about your goals, hear about the great things that have happened so far in 2025, and the great plans and goals that you have going into the rest of 2025, and how we're going to work together to make those things happen. So make sure that you watch this video, hit the booking link, sign up for your client check-in, and we will talk very soon. Okay, bye guys.